to the Nerd Network Podcast.
I'm your host, Marcy. We are doing a special co-host interview / podcast today. I'm here with Julian.
Hello, hello.
And two special ladies here. Introduce you guys yourselves.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
I'm Clara.
Hi, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Now you guys have to show off yourselves and tell the world about your guys' podcast that you guys do.
Sure, we host a podcast called Blood Related, a horror movie podcast. Every week I show Clara, who is 13, and my little sister, I show her a horror movie she has never seen. And they range everywhere from silly and family-friendly to Silence of the Lambs.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Crazy, and you wouldn't think a 13-year-old would handle it, but she loves them. And
Yep.
then we talk about it. We play a game every episode and related to the movie in some way and have a lot of fun. She rates them, too, on a scale of 1 to 5. How many screams does it get?
Oh, wow, nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's fun.
Yeah, that does sound like fun. That's awesome. So both of you, what's your guys' favorite scary movie?
Mine is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easily. It has been for a long time. Mm-hmm. Even though I see new ones and I really like them, I'm kind of one of those tried and true. I really like the old-timey 70s style horror where they didn't script a whole lot. They just kind of started filming and just went.
Yeah. No,
I
totally.
like that style a lot.
Yeah.
I like Scream just because I love slasher horror movies.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's my favorite.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Cool. So what made you guys want to start the podcast?
I've always loved horror movies.
Mhm.
Since I was younger than her, I think, even horror
Yeah.
movies and video games. And ever since she was little, I started exposing her to them. We're 16 years
Yeah.
apart. So I was already almost an adult by the time she was born. And I kind of wanted her to be my best friend when she was born. And I was like, well, if she's going to be my best friend, she needs to have the same interests.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
started introducing her to stuff like that. I've been listening to podcasts for a long time. And then I was like, you know what? This is a perfect topic for us. Let's watch horror movies together and talk about them.
Yeah.
I was a bit confused at first. I was like, why? and then I realized how fun it is. So I went with the flow.
That's cool. What other podcasts influenced you, motivated you?
I listened to My Favorite Murder. Has two co-hosts who are women and talk about true crime and comedy. And I really liked that mix that you could take a serious topic and combine it with humor
Yeah.
and also, make that lighthearted and but still address a pretty serious topic. And also Last Podcast on the Left is a pretty big one as well that I've been listening to for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
And their style influenced me a lot. That it's a very conversational, but it also has a through line of a topic that they're going to cover every episode.
Yeah.
And stay pretty focused that way. Those are probably our two biggest influences.
That's awesome.
Nice.
No, that's really cool. That's very exciting. Me and Julian, he's been my roommate for a while. We just we love going to movies.
Yeah.
We go to movies we used to go 2 times a week before post-COVID
Oh, yeah.
or before COVID. And we just hey, we tried to do this before.
Yeah,
But
we try to do movie reviews before, right after seeing them. But then after, you don't get out of there until 11 o'clock. So trying to film a podcast right after, was kind of difficult. But
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, we're just winging it.
Yeah, my boyfriend and I were the same way. We did Movie Pass for a
yeah.
solid year before, it tanked.
Yeah.
And so we were using it just about every week.
Oh, nice. See, and I was always afraid to do something like that. I just didn't know what it was about. I didn't find too much information about it. But then Rico had their unlimited pass, and I was like, yep, getting that, which is great. No, that's awesome, though. So with you being 13,
Yeah.
how do you guys decide, is it okay to watch this or not watch it? Or is there a filter for that?
So
There's a filter. It's just because of my parents most
It's
of the
our
time.
mom.
Yep.
Mom is the filter.
Yeah.
Her ultimate no is The Exorcist. So if it's not The Exorcist, we're usually good.
Yeah.
A
I
lot-
really want to watch it, though.
I know you do. My ultimate no for her is Hereditary. I won't show her Hereditary,
man.
and she's dying to see it. Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that's also what makes her want to see something is when people tell her no.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I bet so.
That's how I've always been.
Dang.
If I ever question it, I text it to our mom and say, "You think?" Like Silence of the Lambs, I questioned a little bit, and she said, "Nah, do it."
Oh, that's
So
great.
our mom's pretty cool though. So
So does
cool.
she watch a lot of scary movies too then?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. What's funny though is she actually gets scared by them.
Oh, really?
We don't.
Yeah, see, I'm not a big scary movie fan myself. I've seen a few of them, like Hereditary, and I haven't seen Exorcism. That's a no-go for me.
I think if you can watch Hereditary and not still see it when you close your eyes, you're pretty good.
Yeah. You didn't watch Hereditary?
No, I watched.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure you didn't see The Exorcist.
I didn't see The Exorcist yet.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I was raised in a strict Catholic family from kindergarten to 8th grade. I went to private school, Our Lady of Guadalupe over in Topeka. And all those exorcism, spiritual demonology movies, I watched all of them. And it scared the crap out of me. There's a reason why your parents shouldn't let you watch those at a young age. No,
She goes to a Christian Latin school and she loves this
okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Didn't you try to show a scary movie to your friends and they couldn't handle it?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You tried to show Gremlins to your cousins and they couldn't handle it.
Oh,
They
one
can't
of them
handle
couldn't.
Gremlins.
One of them couldn't. The youngest couldn't. So that kind of makes sense. But
She's only a year younger than you.
yeah, only.
What's the scariest movie you've seen that you think like that scares you?
Oh goodness. I thought The Invisible Man was pretty scary. The new one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I just watched
That's a
that
good
together.
movie.
Yeah. I thought it was really good too. So
Yeah. So there's different type of genre of horror movies. Which ones are your guys' favorites to watch? Like you said, slasher, I believe.
yeah, slasher.
She loves slasher
I do.
movies.
Yeah.
I do.
I also like slasher movies. I like them when they're based in reality because I think those are the scariest for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I'm also starting to get into the kind of this new wave of horror movies that are coming out. What Jordan Peele's doing, what Ari Aster's doing. Lee Wannell's been doing horror movies for about almost 20 years now, and his style is evolving a lot, and it's a little bit based in reality, but a little bit psychedelic too.
Yeah.
And I like that. I don't know what kind of genre that is because I think it's still evolving, but I think that's really cool.
No, that is really cool. No, the genres have all mixed and stretched and pulled and so much since over the years. Yeah, because I'm 32. Oh my gosh. 32. Yeah, I'm 32.
It's like a reality check.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The last podcast we talked about some of our earliest scary movies we've seen.
Yeah.
And I saw this movie called The Chopping Mall. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I've never seen it, but I think it's on Shudder right now.
It is probably.
And
I've
gone past it a couple times being, that looks kind of goofy and fun.
Yeah, it's one of the first horror movies I've seen as a kid, and it was just these robots that are supposed to protect the mall. They're security guards for the mall, and they actually end up getting like the box or the machine that controls them gets electrocuted, and then they don't have a filter anymore. And they don't.
no.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically, but they're big clunky robots. They're like big squares. Like they're big squares. It's so funny. And then these people who work at the mall end up staying at the mall, and they're just having a party in the mall, and then they're like, the robots are like, who are these kids in here? And it ends up killing them all. And it's so funny. And going from that and then seeing that type of old technology to like the Terminator, and then to the stuff we have today with like humanoid robots, androids, stuff like that, it changes over time. And the way people get scared, the way they film them, like The Witch.
Oh, the
Yeah.
witch.
She loved The Witch.
Yeah, you like The
The
Witch?
witch.
Yeah.
The witch.
The Witch was good. Actually, I'm going to say the Blair Witch Project is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
The way that was
Oh,
filmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you watch
The
that one?
shaky
yet?
cam and
Yeah.
That was good too.
Yeah.
found footage.
Found footage.
Yeah, found footage. That was a whole thing for a little while with the what's the one movies you don't like?
Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal
I
Activities.
can't stand Paranormal Activity.
Never seen it.
Just because, like the hype or like the following behind it, or do you just not like?
I didn't think it was scary.
Oh really?
Yeah.
didn't think it was scary?
I literally laughed through the whole
Oh, wow.
movie.
Oh dang.
Oh,
I
wow.
wasn't entirely convinced it was supposed to be a horror movie
Mhm.
Mm.
when I first saw it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the sequels because of it. like
Oh, man.
because I didn't like the first one and didn't think it was scary. I've been told Marked Ones is actually really good.
Oh yeah.
But I just don't have any desire to watch it because I didn't like the first one so much.
Oh man. They're. It makes me mad because they don't go in order. They're a little bit out
Right.
of order.
I've heard that they jump around in time.
Yeah, they jump around in time, and they don't really connect them good, but they do connect in a way that keeps me wanting to keep going.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I watch any of them. I think the third one would probably be the scariest one to me. I can't
The
remember.
third one is definitely the scariest one out of all.
Yeah. Is that the one with the camera or no? No.
The Xbox one?
Yeah.
No, that's the fourth one.
Okay.
The third one is when they're like, it really goes back in time to when they're like kids.
Yeah, and they find the old camera, right?
Okay, maybe that is it.
Yeah, because it's like an old camera projector thing.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh man.
Yeah, that one was. I scare easily though, so.
Yeah. Oh no, that one's really. Oh man. But yeah, going from the found footage to now this creepy, gruesome type of horror. It's definitely two different types.
Yeah, horror is definitely pushing the envelope right now. Like, I just watched Midsummer.
I love that movie.
I really liked it. It took me a while to decide whether I liked it or not. But I was like, whoa, like it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It doesn't shy away from much.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Well, what makes a good horror movie to the both of you?
That, to me, not shying away,
Yeah.
not being afraid to actually show the scary things. I mean, the beginning of that movie, just the first 10 minutes of it are scary in a real life way,
Yeah.
and not being afraid to go that far.
Mm-hmm.
The things that like Jordan Peele does with his movies, not being afraid to delve into the things that psychologically scare people, not just physically scare them.
No, exactly.
I think that makes a good horror movie. What about you?
I think that's basically hitting the spot right there. It's most definitely, at least for me, the psychological stuff that gets me the most, and that's what really makes a good horror movie to me.
Yeah, no, totally the same. I totally agree.
The movies she's rated the highest out of the ones we've watched have been, Invisible Man, the Evil Dead remake from 2013.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You watched that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was super good.
She loved it.
Oh.
I did.
You rated Ginger Snaps, which we just
Ginger
watched.
Snaps, yeah.
So she does really lean into movies that have kind of a psychological aspect to it.
Yeah.
She also really likes a strong female lead.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, most
Yeah.
definitely.
With the new Evil Dead, I like how they did that. That was perfect.
They're coming out with they've been producing a new one for years, but they had just talked about it like a few weeks ago again.
Oh, good. Finally.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you guys watch the show ever? The show that
Ash
was on
vs. Evil
Stars?
Dead. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, Ash vs. Evil Dead. Oh, it's so funny.
Me neither.
I have
it's
access
so well,
to it. I just
it's
haven't
so well
watched it.
done. They did a really good job.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah, they did a really good job. Like they stuck with Sam Raimi's way of filming.
Right.
Like I think he was on for the first episode. Then after that, he was like, "Okay, you guys got it." And
Cool.
then they kind of they did a really good job. Did you ever watch?
You've seen
You've seen a couple Evil Deads, right?
I haven't seen the remake one. That one looked intense.
Oh, that's so
It's so good.
I saw like a
It
trailer
is.
for it and I was like, nah. This ain't for me. But I did see Army of
Darkness. Have
We're
you
gonna watch
seen
Army
that?
of Darkness.
Oh,
That one
we
is-
are.
Okay.
I don't know
I
if she'll
laughed
like
at
the
that one.
original Evil Dead, like and Evil Dead
No.
2, but Army of Darkness, I think she'd really
Oh
like.
yeah. You
Yeah.
probably won't because Evil Dead. Since
kinda
you've seen the
schlocky.
remake. Yeah, they really are.
They don't. If you like the remake as much as you do, I don't think you'd like the originals as much.
Probably not.
No.
Just the little bits I've seen of the original. I laughed so hard.
Yeah.
She can't take them seriously.
I can't.
Yeah, it's. I mean. Oh man, if you would have just saw it first, you might have been a little bit different. But
Yeah.
But Armor of Darkness, so good.
Yeah.
Because it's just the right mixture of horror and comedy.
Yeah.
It's very balanced.
Yeah.
And it's really not too scary. I don't know.
Nah, it's
No.
not.
I won't give any spoilers, but I think you'd enjoy it. It's fun.
She likes horror comedies.
Yeah.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
really liked.
Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see here. So, what are ones? You haven't seen Exorcist yet.
Nope.
What are some other ones you haven't seen yet, but you want to, or it's on your list?
Is it Brightburn?
Oh,
haven't
nice.
seen Brightburn?
Brightburn.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
nice.
I swore you had seen Brightburn.
Oh, it's good.
No, I really
I
want
would
to
have
see
shown it to you already by now.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, and I really want to see it. I can't really think of any others. I think we've talked about a few, but I can't really remember them.
She's seen most of the classics.
Yeah.
That's what makes it hard sometimes to choose movies that we know people have seen because she's seen them all.
Yeah.
She'd seen so many of them before we even started doing the podcast.
Oh, nice.
I mean, she'd already seen the Halloween movies. She'd seen all the Friday the 13th. She'd
Okay,
seen all of those. Like,
all the Chuckies or no?
no.
No.
We watched the original once when it was on TV, I think.
Yeah.
Like, so she hasn't like watched it.
I gotcha.
It was just on.
I think we watched it on Hulu once.
I watched the remake and I hated it so much
Oh,
that
I'm so mad about it.
yeah, that I'm not even gonna
Oh,
bother making her sit through it.
Did you watch that with me?
No, but you told me about it.
Oh, I was so
It just wasn't worth it. I was disappointed.
Yeah.
I wanted
No.
it to be good.
They just made him too big. Like, in the fact that it was more animatronic than anything.
Yeah, there's a lot about it. Just the beginning, even. The guy's just like, I'm going to take out this inhibitor. And that's the whole thing.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
What? And then he kills himself? Like, this is
Yeah.
the stupidest beginning to this movie.
Oh, gosh, it made me so mad. No voodoo going into the doll.
Oh, yeah. I prefer the original
Yeah.
reason
Yeah.
for it. Yeah, he's an animatronic doll in the remake. You knew that,
That's
right?
stupid.
No, you didn't know that?
I did know
But it's
that,
stupid.
but like it's still stupid.
And they
Yeah.
used... Was it Mark Hamill that did his voice?
Which,
Sorry.
that's part of why I got excited.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a great voice. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Gave him horrible dialogue.
Disappointing. Yeah, it was
Horrible.
really bad.
How did you feel about the It remakes?
We love them.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was so. It Part 2 was her first horror movie in the theater,
Yes.
sitting in a movie
Oh
theater.
yeah, it
Oh,
was.
nice.
Yeah.
And
It a
so
good
that was pretty
start.
special.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
But she loves the It movies.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks that the
The old ones are hokey.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The old one scarred me. And our last episode we talked about what's the earliest like scary movie, you know, and I said Signs, but I think I blocked out, you know, it. That was like one of the earliest ones that I do remember, and that one terrified me, along with The Shining. I saw the original,
Yeah. The Shining is so good.
and yeah, that
Your parents let you watch that
no,
one?
no. I saw it with my cousins, and then when my parents found out, they were mad and they grounded me.
No.
Yeah, and then like I was upstairs alone, and I was terrified. I was terrified.
Oh,
So,
no.
I think that's when I was just like, yeah, I'm done with scary movies. You know? But yeah, the original, man, that was, I don't know, for me, I was like 8 or 9 when I
That was
saw it.
pretty scary.
Yeah.
I think back then it was scary,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I think especially if you were a kid and saw it, it was scary. I think now, because she was probably 10 when we watched the original one,
Yeah.
she laughed through the whole thing, and I was kind of offended.
Oh, that's funny.
I was like, "What? Why is she laughing?"
And it's also different for people her age and our age. 'Cause we,
Right, what
you
they've
guys
been
are
exposed to.
Yeah, you guys have been exposed to so much. You got
Yeah.
desensitized at an earlier age than what we did.
That's true.
And like things like visual effects are different too. I mean, you could watch that movie and be like, "Oh, that's not real,"
Yeah.
but we watched it and we were like, "Oh crap,
That
it's
is-
so real."
yeah. CGI was that big of a thing when we were little, your age.
And I love Stephen King books. I devour Stephen King books, and I think that the new It movies are far truer to the book than the original was.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's why I like it so much.
I saw a Stephen King movie recently, again, for like the second time, and I still hated it. The Mist. Sorry, I hated it.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Did you love it? Did you love it?
Yeah.
Oh,
She wanted to decorate my parents' house like The
I
Mist for
did.
Halloween. She likes it so
did.
much.
Oh, nice.
Why do you hate it?
I hated the acting in it, and I just like. I feel like a lot of the common sense got thrown out the window to people, and obviously in horror movies that happens, but I just didn't like the fact that the whole crowd decided to get separated so quickly, and over a 2-day span, that people were just, I don't know.
That's
I just-
understandable.
I just couldn't look. Like once that happened in the beginning, I was like, come on.
I think it's supposed to infuriate you.
Yeah.
I think
I did love the ending though.
the
Oh,
ending.
I didn't see that coming.
you know that that's not how the book ends or
Oh,
the novella.
no, I had no idea.
Yeah. they changed that for the movie. And Stephen King, actually, it's one of the only changes in any of his adaptations he said he likes better.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So he's pretty, like, protective of his properties.
Oh, yeah, I would think so.
But that's the one he said he likes better than his writing.
Yeah. Gosh. Oh, The Mist just makes me mad. I just remember watching it in theaters with my dad, and I was like, this isn't scary. And I'm just complaining about the people the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah. And so when I saw it, I just saw it like 2 days ago. The whole cast of Walking Dead is in there.
They are.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same director.
Oh, my
Who
gosh.
developed The Walking Dead. That's
What?
why.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I was like,
He knew them already, and he was like, hey, come be in The Walking Dead.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. And he picked the good people to do that with.
They're. I'm not a big Walking Dead fan, to be honest, because it's kind of a primetime soap opera.
Yeah.
More than a horror show.
Yeah.
And I felt betrayed when I started watching it. I was
I
like,
understand.
this isn't scary. This is dramatic.
Yeah.
But the acting is very good. The actors are pretty talented people.
No, they do a pretty good job keeping. I mean, it lasted this long, I guess, but
Yeah.
And they
about-
just won't let it die.
well, they're doing the last season
this
now.
last season.
But there's a spinoff coming.
What?
Oh, there
Another
is?
one?
Carol and Daryl.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
done. I'm done.
Oh,
Why?
man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's the new Supernatural. They just will not let it die.
I love Supernatural though.
I stopped watching after season 5.
Oh man, I love
Supernatural
Supernatural.
was good.
Eric Kripke left, and I left, and then I never came back.
Is that when he left?
Yeah.
Dang, I thought it was later on. Dang. You like Supernatural? You seen that?
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I just like it. It's very it's funny, but it's also like really serious at the same time.
They did their research on that show,
Yeah.
and they film. Well, in the beginning, they did film a lot over here, in Kansas,
Yeah.
and then they did it in.
They would visit Lawrence a lot.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, and then I think they filmed a little bit in Canada, and then somewhere in those northern states too. But oh yeah, my little teenager girl is in there in my body and that likes watching those two boys. It's just like those guys are funny.
It's so crazy that show's been on longer than she's been alive.
That is
Yeah.
crazy. Oh my gosh. Have you seen any of that, Julian?
No, I haven't.
It's a,
I know everyone keeps talking about it. So
it's kind of like a buddy comedy, like a cop buddy comedy movie series mixed with supernatural things. Like that's how I can describe it, I think.
Yeah, my mom used to watch it a lot,
Yeah.
and that's basically the only time that I'd see it on TV.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, but I loved it whenever it was on.
Yeah. Some of those episodes are kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, whoa, forgot this is about two brothers trying to hunt demons and stuff. I know that sounds scary enough, but like they're funny. Like they're funny.
They
They're put in good scenarios. And a lot of the monsters, how do they find, the fact that it's been on the air so long, it changes a lot of the monsters and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same scenario every time, though. You gotta go hunt some monsters.
They started with a cool, very Buffy-esque Monster of the Week formula the first season, and they fought things like Bloody Mary in the first
Yeah.
season.
Oh,
and
yeah.
a lot
stuff
of
like that.
urban legend
Yeah,
stuff.
and then it turned more biblical around season 5, and so
Yeah.
That's what kept my attention. at that
Bible
time.
stuff?
Yeah, I don't know why. Because you usually don't
she
see
would know
that.
if they got it wrong. She, she knows her Bible.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't want to say any spoilers about that Supernatural. People out there, if you're listening, go watch it. It's amazing, and you can spend months watching it.
Yeah, you can. There's so
15
many
seasons.
Yeah.
How many is there again?
15.
Oh my gosh, is there still books?
Oh, I don't know.
Because it is based on a book series too, right? I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure they
I
did.
think
Yeah.
Novels.
I think so.
Yeah.
Every CW show gets novels. So even Buffy back in the day had novels.
Oh yeah.
I have them.
Oh, nice.
she had a
I have
comic
a
book
book.
series too,
She
right?
still has a comic book
Oh, wow.
series. They rebooted her for the comic book series.
Wow.
She's back in high school. I'm super into it. I've never not been into Buffy.
Is there a
Buffy's
show? I would
best.
watch that show right now.
What, Buffy?
Yeah.
So
I mean, they had that old one.
they were gonna reboot Buffy for TV like 3 years ago.
Oh
and
yeah. They never did it.
they haven't done it yet.
Darn. I would totally watch that.
Upsetting.
I'm down for it.
Same.
They're just the only character they were gonna keep is Buffy. They're gonna totally rehaul the series. So it's a reimagining, not a reboot. Something new.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Sabrina, Teenage Witch. Did you like that?
All
Yep.
about Sabrina.
The new one?
Yep.
I've only seen like 2 episodes. It's way darker than the original,
Oh, yeah.
obviously.
It is.
It's different day and night.
Oh my gosh.
Day and night.
It is all Satan all the time.
Yeah. Oh, I was not ready for that.
It's so dark.
She has
I
a
love it.
Sabrina cosplay ready to go for Comic-Con if it ever happens
Oh,
again.
Yep.
nice.
By next time we get Comic-Con, though, she's going to have outgrown her Sabrina dress. So,
Oh, no.
I don't know
I don't
about
know.
that.
yeah, she's not growing anymore.
I'm
she
not-
hit 5'1" and she's done.
Yeah, most likely.
That's funny. Did you ever watch the original, Sabrina?
No, I haven't yet. I've
It's
heard
very
about
different.
It's
a
very
comedy.
It's just
It's
a
a
comedy.
sitcom.
Yeah, it's a
It. Oh,
laugh track and everything.
Yeah.
Salem Talks.
Yeah,
Salem
talking
does all.
cat.
Salem Talks.
He's the funniest character.
Oh,
He's an
now I
animatronic.
really
Yeah.
want to watch it. Okay. Yeah.
It's funny. And it's not scary.
No, not even a little bit.
No.
A
not
character
even.
from Mortal Kombat is Sabrina's uncle.
I
In,
don't
like,
know
one
what
episode.
Mortal Kombat is.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I don't have time to explain that to you.
That's funny. That's great. With you being younger than all of us in the room, how do you and your friends see horror movies now?
Oh, goodness. Okay. So I have those friends who are scaredy cats and they're scared of everything. And they kind of hate them. And then I have only like 3 friends who will watch horror movies with me and either laugh at them or actually enjoy them.
So, when you guys see a new one comes out, do you like all go right away, or do you wait and watch it at home?
Most of the time, since COVID's happening
Yeah.
right now, there's stuff on TV instead of in the theaters.
Yeah.
And basically, if one of my friends watches something before I do, I go and watch it, and then we talk about it for like an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
So you're not really watching stuff together with your friends.
No.
It's
She
different now.
FaceTimes with her friends a lot to do things together. They don't really get together.
That makes sense with
Yeah.
everything going on.
Yeah. My best friend's afraid of horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a big scaredy cat, and she won't watch them with me. And I'm like, oh, you scared a cat. Yeah.
That's funny. Things like for your guys' age, is like Teen Wolf cool now? The MTV show?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think most
Was
of
that
us
ever
have
cool?
seen it. I don't think so.
I think it might have been done before. She
Oh,
was
really?
good enough for
Dang.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow. Okay. I've heard about it.
Oh
Yeah.
okay. I never seen it. I mean, it was too cheesy and young for me.
I think
But
I
I didn't
watched
know-
the first season and I felt like it was too Twilight adjacent. Like it was like,
Yeah.
Ooh.
oh, they're like hot werewolves.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not into it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is cool for you guys?
Uh,
I don't even know. You try to tell
I
me
don't
TikTok
know.
things and she does. She teaches me
Yeah.
TikTok slang.
Is-
I try.
What is that creepy Freddy thing?
I don't.
Days Night at Freddy or something? You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
Five Nights at
Five Nights
Freddy's.
at Freddy? Is that thing creepy, scary thing? What is that?
Most of the time, it's funny to me. I
Yeah.
think it's hilarious. Most of my friends aren't really into that stuff,
Gotcha.
so I don't know what they think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they think it's stupid.
What is it exactly?
It's basically a game where
Oh, it is a game.
yeah, there's you stay at this pizza place, I think. Yeah. And there's these animatronics that go around at night, and you're basically a watchman for the whole store and stuff. And you go around trying to do all these tasks before you basically get knocked out by one of the animatronics. They try to scare you.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I just see it on YouTube all the time, and I see kids like talking about it and doing like walkthrough videos and stuff about it. I'm like, is that a thing now?
It's like, imagine if you were locked into Chuck E. Cheese
Yeah.
by yourself,
Yeah.
and you have Chuck E. Cheese running around trying to.
That
kill
sounds scary to me.
Trying to
That
kill
sounds
you.
Trying to
Super
kill you.
scary to me.
It gets
no.
really dark. I've
It
watched some videos
does.
about it. Like the owner of Freddy's Fazbear's was a child killer or something.
Oh my.
Wow.
And his soul is trapped in one of the animatronics. It gets like crazy deep and dark. So
Gosh,
I
yeah.
didn't know
There
that.
was
Yeah.
this phase. There was this phase on social media that was going around, and it was like, Chuck E. Cheese is the new Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh my god.
And they were saying, like, kids got killed out of Chuck E. Cheese, and I was like, where'd this come from?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was weird.
Those rumor urban legend things you hear as kids and just grows.
Yeah.
I got to teach her what a creepypasta was.
So creepypasta. You have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I had no idea until last Friday. I had a guess that it was spaghetti. Just because of pasta. That's it. And I had no idea what it was. So.
How'd that come up? Like, how did you?
I've been watching Channel Zero. You ever heard of that?
I'm not familiar.
It's a TV show. It was on, well, I don't know if it's still on Sci-Fi. It might be, but it's on Shudder now. So I've been watching it. Every season's based on a different creepypasta. So I had to explain to her what that was so I could talk to her about the show.
Oh, man.
It's a pretty good show. It gets really trippy, real trippy. So what's your understanding of a creepypasta now?
An internet monster thing that people talk about on the internet. That's basically all I understood. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say what creepypasta is. I'm assuming because I don't know if people think of it or hear it differently. It's just basically a channel where people have creepy stories. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, were they real stories? Fake stories?
Right.
Like, what the heck?
There's no way to verify.
No. And that's what makes it so good.
Yeah.
Because some of them are like sent in from other people.
Yeah.
Which, like, who are these other people? No. That was great. I went down that rabbit hole and, like, creeped me out.
Yeah, when I told her that's where Slender Man came from.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Slender Man actually came from a photo editing contest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Back in the Dizzy. Way back. Like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
That's why it was so hard, like 20 years ago, because the internet was like still unknown territory to so many people. They're like, everything on the internet is real, right?
Yeah, you can. Oh, man. Oh, gosh.
I think one of the earliest creepypastas was the flying spaghetti monster. I don't know if you remember that at all.
Yeah, that now has
Spaghetti.
a religion.
Yeah. It's crazy, yeah.
Oh, no.
Her age has Siren Head now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Siren Head's pretty creepy.
Where's that?
It's like kind of like Slender Man, but like 100 feet tall, and for a head it has like sirens, and it makes like this really like low pitched like tornado siren thing.
What?
Yeah, it's really creepy.
It is pretty creepy.
Oh,
There's
my
like a video
gosh.
out there.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
kind of horrifying. I mean, if I woke up in the middle of the night and heard that,
I'd be like, run.
Yeah. What's cool is with Slender Man and Siren Head Man, there's like people who made like video games based off of those characters. And I was going to ask if you guys play any like scary video games at all.
Ooh. What? Okay. What's that one we played with that guy who thought his Silent Hill.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. So I started playing Silent Hill too.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Observer.
Observer's good.
I play video games. She likes to watch.
Trippy. It's so trippy.
She'll watch me play video games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bad at finishing video games.
I am too.
So
She is. She has so many.
I finished Layers of Fear. That's
Ooh,
probably
that's
the only
a
horror
good
game.
one.
I literally just dedicated a day. I think I spent it can be anywhere from like a 3 to a 10 hour game, and I think I put like 5 hours into it
wow.
and just played the entire thing all the way through.
See, I could never do that.
Have
don't
you
have the attention
tried
for it.
Outlast?
Is Outlast in the which one is it?
That one, you are a news reporter.
Okay.
And you go
I
into
started
the
playing
asylum?
I started playing it at a friend's house. I've never played PC gaming.
Okay.
And so I struggled really bad. I made it maybe an hour and a half in, and I got just so frustrated with the controls.
Yeah.
I got down to the basement where you're being like followed from room to room by this guy, and you have to avoid him.
Yep.
And I was like, I can't do this.
That's a really good game. I played that one and then the second one, which I think the second one is 10 times as scary.
I was having a lot of fun with it. I just couldn't do what I was trying to do.
Mm-hmm. And
If it
what's
was on a
unique
console, I'd have a lot better time.
Oh, sure. Yeah, with the controller and everything. Yeah. What's unique about that game is you can't fight back.
Right.
You have to run and hide the entire time, and you have a video camera, and that's like your source of like light and vision to maneuver around this pitch black place while being chased by crazy inmates.
Wow. When it comes to horror video games, did you guys ever play Left 4 Dead?
I did. Yeah.
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 Did they make 2 of those? 3 of those?
There's two, yeah.
2 or 3 of those?
Rumors of another one's supposed to be.
I'd love another one.
Oh, yes. They were like the best zombie video game.
They were really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love
When did you play that?
Huh?
When did you play that?
when I was in college.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
college.
an older game.
Yeah, it's definitely an old Xbox original. Xbox 360, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. That was probably the very first zombie game I really loved. I couldn't wait for the second one to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Dead Space?
I didn't. We were just
Ooh.
talking about this on so my boyfriend has a podcast when we were on it. I was on it yesterday and we were talking about horror video games.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about Dead Space yesterday.
Such a good one.
And I've never played it, and I probably do fine at it, honestly, because I don't get scared really bad by horror video games.
Oh, okay.
My boyfriend's a huge chicken, cannot play them at all.
He is.
He'll play any video game but horror video games, and Dead Space is his mecca of horror video games. He cannot play it for more than about 30
Oh,
seconds.
I'm the same. Yeah. I'll get to the next save point and be like, that's enough for me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
I wish they would make a movie out of that game, to be honest.
I've heard people say that before, that it would make a good movie.
What game? What game?
It's called Dead Space. You would, I mean, it's in the future.
Ooh.
You're abandoned on this basically space station,
Okay.
and there's this event that happens that turns the dead into these freakish monsters that instead of hands they have claws and stuff, and they just kill everything, and you're alone in this big space station.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really good.
Huh. What console on? Xbox?
It originally came out on the 360.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Check it
There's
out.
2.
Three,
Three,
actually.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Dang. That's cool. So we talk a lot of nerdy stuff on the show.
Yeah.
Talk a lot of nerdy stuff on the show. So outside of the horror genre that you guys watch, what are your guys' favorite movies outside of that?
You want to go first?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Okay. This is a complete 360. My favorite movie of all time is The Wedding Singer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with
Okay.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have loved that movie forever. It's just such a if I was ever in a bad mood, that movie would take me right out of it.
It's great. I love it.
But I like movies of just about any genre, honestly. I like comedies. I like good, smart comedies.
Oh, yeah.
I like sci-fi movies, especially. I like fantasy movies, high fantasy. She still hasn't seen Lord of the Rings movies, but I love those. Those are another good marathon type movie.
I was very young when I saw the first one. I think I've only seen the first one.
Even that you weren't even thought of when that first movie came out. It's so
Yeah.
crazy.
That's
Our
funny.
mom hadn't met your dad when the first Lord of the Rings movie
Oh,
came
wow.
out.
Dang.
But I'll watch almost anything.
I've never seen Lord of the Rings. I saw the first one.
Oh, really?
I'll probably get my nerd card revoked by saying this out loud. I've told a lot of friends know this. You don't know this yet?
I didn't know that.
I saw the first one in theaters. Probably, I don't know, where were we? 8th grade, high school, freshman year? I don't know. I walked out. I got so bored. I was so bored. And I was like, I can't get into this movie. And I tried to get into it again. I'm like, it's just too long. It's boring. And on paper, it sounds like a movie that I would enjoy. But I just can't get into
When
it.
was the last time you tried?
Over 10 years ago, probably.
Try again. I would recommend trying it again.
Same thing with Harry Potter. I tried to get into Harry Potter too, those movies too.
Oh.
On paper, it sounds like I would like those movies, and
I'm
I
gonna
don't.
beat you up, man.
I know.
Clara-
Don't hurt
Clara
me.
liked Harry Potter as a toddler, and now
Uh-huh.
she can't get into him.
I can't. But the only one that I like is Chamber of Secrets.
She loves it.
Oh, that's
I
the
don't know
darker one,
why.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Well, go
probably why.
figure.
That's exactly why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she used to. Her first cuss was bloody hell. She was 3 years old. She didn't know it was not an okay thing to say.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about what you like. What kind of movies?
Um,
You watch stuff
Well.
other than horror movies.
I know I do. Okay. This is very kiddish of me, but my favorite movie is Mulan.
Okay.
It's
The new
it's
one
good.
or
I was
the
gonna-
cartoon?
yeah, the new one. Or
The old one.
Okay.
Oh,
Old
okay.
one. The new one.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you did? I haven't.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're the only person I've seen it.
It goes like very. No, it's not that good. It
That's
isn't.
okay.
I've read multiple.
And she was
reviews
so
about
excited
I
for it too.
was. I was.
So are we.
Yeah.
Well, when I heard there was no Mushu and there's no singing, I was just like, oh. this
That's
is a
exactly
pass.
how I was.
Really?
I was like,
I'm
okay,
okay with
I'll
no
go with
singing.
it.
Yeah, I'm okay with no singing too.
Yeah, just Mushu.
I like
That's
musicals,
Mushu.
but like,
The dragon.
Yeah, the dragon.
Yeah. He's not in there. That's
Yeah,
sad.
sad.
There's nothing that replaces that character. That takes that role on a little bit.
I guess there's one thing, but it doesn't talk,
Okay.
so it doesn't do much.
Dang.
Yeah. And the cricket is a human, and I don't know
Weird.
how they did that, and I don't know why they did that.
Oh my.
Yeah.
yeah, she likes Disney movies.
Mhm.
We both really like Frozen. Not gonna lie. Yeah. We went to see Frozen 2 together, and
It was good.
it was an emotional experience.
It
I heard
was.
people like Frozen 2 better than the first one.
I like
Yeah.
it better.
Yep.
That's the
The
thing.
first one was kind of overrated.
It deals with a lot of adult
Yeah,
things.
that's
It
what
deals
I've
with
heard.
grief
Uh-huh.
pretty seriously, and like growing older is a big theme in it, and like it I was pretty surprised by the topics they cover in Frozen 2. So
That makes sense.
we had a really good time at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I haven't seen that yet. They'll probably do a live action anytime now.
I'm waiting. I'm wondering if they're going
That'd be
to.
interesting.
Yeah.
I hear that the musical is really good on Broadway.
okay.
So I got a theater degree when I was in college, so like I
Oh, wow.
track a lot
Okay.
of what's on stage and stuff, and I hear that it's even for people who are big snobs about stage, it's
Yeah.
really good.
That's cool.
So maybe they wouldn't fail at putting it in a live
you ever-
action.
Did you ever get into any acting at all?
So my old job before I came here was at Disney World
Oh,
okay.
wow.
in Florida.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome.
about 90% of my job was acting.
Oh wow.
So I worked at a location that just closed this year called the Pirates League, and my job was pretending to be a pirate all day and recruiting kids for Jack Sparrow's crew. And we did pirate training, and the other 10% was painting their face to look like a pirate. But you would spend 30 minutes with the kid and interact with them one-on-one as a pirate, and just, be a
amazing.
pirate all day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
It was
loved
so
the
cool.
job so much, but I came back in 2016, partially because of her. I was missing a lot of her growing up.
Oh yeah.
I went into college when she was 2 years old and went to Florida immediately after, and
Yeah.
it was like I'm missing all soccer games and everything. And also, at the time, Disney wasn't paying very well.
Oh
So
yeah.
right now during
Yeah.
the COVID, they're not paying very well. Well, they're paying okay, but like they're doing this whole union dispute with raising their
Oh,
pay
wow.
and everything right now too. So be worth it to go back after COVID's over. They
Yeah.
also just laid off 28,000 people,
Oh,
which
man.
sucks. but-
Unless you're in that Marvel bubble. Getting that Marvel money, you're okay.
yeah, but
Or Star
I would
Wars.
love to go back one day. I loved working there. It was a fantastic company to work for. I
That's
hear a lot of
cool.
horror stories, but I'm like, you probably did something too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved my job. I was using my degree. I was acting, and yeah, it was super cool.
So did you ever go to that secret club that Disney has?
So you're talking about Club 33.
Yeah.
Club 33.
Yeah.
Club 33 costs $10,000 for a membership, and then you have annual fees, and it is in California.
You guys hearing all that?
Yeah, the actual club is in Anaheim.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
It's not in Florida.
So that is a real thing.
We can just pull our money together.
It's super cool.
membership.
Like I've talked to people about it and everything. I know a lot about it, but it's they make it pretty inaccessible.
Yeah. So it's not an Illuminati New World Order type thing.
No, it's literally just a restaurant, honestly.
That's what,
Oh.
that's
You
what
still-
they told
you
her to
still-
say.
That's what they told me to say.
You can look at pictures of it too.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
it's honestly just a restaurant, and you still have to pay for the food when you get there. A membership doesn't get you anything but
Wow.
access.
Just access?
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
Wow.
And really all they serve is like lobster and steak. Like it's nothing.
You can go to Red Lobster.
Right.
for that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'd be mad. Be like, I
Oh,
need
man.
to speak to Walt, please.
Yeah.
It's not even as cool now as when they first designed it. Walt designed it to have tropical birds above the tables, and he was going to have speakers in them and have cast members who listened to people's conversations through the birds and had the birds interject into their conversations.
Hilarious. That's awesome.
He thought it would be super cool, and then somebody told him, you shouldn't listen into people's private conversation. So
Makes
the
sense.
birds are still there with microphones in them because they made it that far into designing it, and but they've never been used.
Wow.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Dang.
Sad.
Sad.
I wanted to get into, do you two personally have any scary stories of your guys' own?
Cool. We talked once on our show about ghost stories. I'm convinced our parents' house is haunted.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's got a pretty rough history of the family who lived there, like 2 families back.
Oh, wow.
They, from what we've heard from like the neighbors, were not cool people and pretended to be cool people and would like adopt children and just had a whole brood of children, but like
Oh, my.
we're not letting some of the kids go to school and we're keeping them at the house, like doing manual labor and stuff.
Yeah.
And they one day just took all the kids, left the house, and left a candle burning in a window and burnt down the house.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yeah. So even though nobody has died there, like it's got some bad energy from really unhappy kids and stuff like that. So we've definitely heard little footsteps running through the house and
stomping on the
stomping.
the steps
Yeah.
leading up to the door.
There was a time that when I first moved back here, I was staying in my parents' attic bedroom, and
That was scary.
there was a time I swore I heard somebody banging on the door, and I thought it was her, and I yelled at her
Yeah.
to knock it off.
Yeah.
And then when I got up, because I was like 7 in the morning, when I got up at like 9 or 10, I went to her at breakfast, and I was like, why on earth would you do that? And she was like, I was asleep. Nobody was awake. That wasn't me. She was
so scary. I was like, what?
Yeah, I was real pissed at her. Like,
Yeah. I was like, why are you so angry?
yeah. But yeah, we've heard footsteps running through the hall. Giggling. Like,
I'm done.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
giggling,
Ran
Yeah.
out.
the giggling would be it for me.
Mom's heard like what sounds like a ball being dropped
Oh,
and
yeah.
rolled down the hall.
Oh,
Like,
man.
Yeah. One time we heard footsteps upstairs, and we were watching a movie and stuff, and it was loud enough for us to hear. My mom pauses it, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "I swear, I heard footsteps." And I was like, "That little bang thing?" I thought it
Oh,
was
so you
like
heard it too.
my dad, but
Oh. Oh, my God.
yeah. That's
Dang.
probably the spookiest stuff. I wish I had spooky Disney stories, but I just don't.
Wait,
It's too bad.
would
What?
that time at that museum count?
What time? Oh, you mean just this year?
Yeah.
Oh, I went to Omaha this year. They have a haunted items museum.
Oh, nice.
It's literally just packed full of mostly dolls.
Yeah.
And they let you rent a spirit box. My boyfriend and I rented one, and we were just walking around, like talking, had the spirit box on. Nothing was coming of it. And we were like, whatever. Maybe it was a waste of $20.
Yeah.
And they have this one doll that is supposedly so dangerous, they keep it in a glass box.
It's not Annabelle, is it?
No, its name is Demus.
What the?
Yeah, Demus. And they keep it in this box, and they even have a sign next to it that says, if you choose to interact with Demus, you need to say goodbye at the end. And I'm like, oh no. So I was like, well, I'm going to do it. So we have the spirit box on, and I said, what did I say? I said, Demus, are you okay? Nothing. It was just like static. And then said, Demus, are we okay? And then just clear as day, said my name through the spirit box.
Oh,
It just said,
hell no.
Amanda, like just straight up. And I was like, and I looked at Dakota, and I was like, was that my name? And he was like, yep. Just, we both
Goodbye,
heard it.
goodbye, goodbye,
Yep,
goodbye,
I said,
goodbye.
I literally said, okay, Demus, goodbye. And we
Oh
turned it
my
off and
gosh.
walked away. Like, I don't get freaked out much. I'm pretty comfortable. I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with like ghosty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh, if you're saying my name to me, I think we're going to walk away now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. I can't do that. I don't think I've ever had anything too scary happen to me. So, you want to talk about our apartment?
Yeah, our apartment I feel like is haunted or was haunted. I don't even know. So our apartment was right next to a metaphysical store with crystals.
Oh,
and
okay.
all that. So I'm pretty sure
That
there's
new
some
age rock
activity
stuff.
going on down there.
Well, there was
but
also a palm reader there.
Okay.
yeah,
There was also a palm reader there.
yeah.
Well, it was probably like the first week or so that we
I would say
stayed.
few months.
Yeah, but like the first week we lived
Yeah.
there is when it happened.
We could hear footsteps and loud banging on
No, we heard worse than that. We heard scratches against the wall.
scratches.
Oh,
And I'm thinking, okay,
heck no.
They did have cats down there,
yeah,
but I mean,
there's no way we're hearing it because
yeah, there's
our
no way
apartment's
they were
above
hearing it.
them.
Yeah,
and there's no way. I don't know how a cat would get to the ceiling.
What
The way their business is set
Yeah,
up.
no.
Yeah.
There's nothing they can climb on to get to the ceiling. Like it's just weird. And there's no way because it was between where our walls for our rooms meet.
yeah.
So there's no way a cat would get right there. And I hear, but harder. Like it sounded like someone got a screwdriver and was just going up and down the drywall. Yeah, I'm like, I woke up. Julian, what are you doing? Because it was probably what, between 2 and 3?
Yeah.
2 or 3 a.m. Like, what are you doing?
man,
I was like, you hear that too?
Sleep.
He was like, yeah, I hear that too. And I'm just like, we both open because our door is open. Like, what the heck is that? And we still heard it.
It was very odd. We haven't like heard any of that like recently.
Yeah. Well, like
For-
next couple of days or whatever, I tell the cashier that worked downstairs. Any other previous tenants complain? I was like, no. But you heard something? But yeah. He's like, all right. Well, I'll tell the palm reader later about it. And then supposedly she did something and it went away.
Oh wow, I did not know
What?
any
I
of
didn't
that.
tell you that.
No.
I didn't tell you that.
No.
I never told you
Oh
that.
my gosh.
No.
Yeah, yeah. When was the last time you heard it though?
I haven't heard it.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
saged it.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
she
crazy.
probably did, but
Yeah,
no.
maybe
it
she smudged the
Oh
walls.
man, no,
Yeah.
I didn't know any of that.
yeah, I talked to him.
I just thought it went away.
No,
It's like, all right.
yeah, it was gone. No, we didn't hear it for a while.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, it was. I know you and me both heard it individually, separately,
Yeah.
until finally we both were like, "Hey, we both hear something."
Yeah.
I just chalked it up to an animal. You know, I wasn't
rat.
thinking
Oh,
a rat,
yeah.
something.
Yeah, in the
you
When
know.
I hear that on my wall, it's probably my cat. Because he likes to jump up on my wall and scratch to get in my room. Yeah, it happens so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does whatever he can.
We also, in the house I'm in now, you guys watched Hill House? Haunting of Hill House?
Oh, I haven't
No,
seen
not
it yet.
yet.
It looks good though.
Okay, there's a ghost in it called the Bent Neck Lady. And
Oh, yeah. She's scary.
my boyfriend and I have a watercolor portrait of the Bent Neck Lady, and we bought it at Comic-Con last year, and we had it hanging up in our dining room. We have all kinds of like horror-themed stuff in our dining room. We had it hanging up, and in the middle of the night, it came off the wall and fell on the floor, and the frame broke. But the thing is, like, the hook it was on didn't come off the wall. It came up off the hook and
Ugh.
fell. So now she's in a cabinet. Like,
Now she's in a cabinet.
we haven't hung her back
That's
up.
a no for me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's scary.
That's the only weird thing that's happened in this house, but maybe I brought something with me from
You
mom's
never
house.
know. You never know. So you guys excited for Halloween this year?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too.
Even though COVID kind of ruined it.
Yeah. I've got a
Oh.
new boss at work, though, and so he says we can wear costumes to work.
Oh,
so
nice.
Nice.
I'm not going
Yeah.
to go crazy, though, because I'm a manager. Can't have somebody not taking me seriously.
Yeah. What are you gonna be for Halloween this year?
Coraline.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I see that movie for the first time this year.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah.
so good.
I've still never watched it all the way through. She loves Coraline,
love
though.
Coraline.
She's always loved Coraline.
Yeah.
Even though it's a cartoon, it still scared me. Those button
It's
eyeballs.
pretty scary.
Yeah.
Those button eyes scare me.
Well, it's a Neil Gaiman book. Like, so, I mean,
Oh,
he
wow.
writes scary stuff.
Yeah, it was really well done.
Yeah.
No, it was really good. But that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. That's really cool. I've never seen a costume like that before.
You'll have to save it maybe for Comic-Con next year.
Yeah. My friends won't dress up as something gory, so I'm like, I'm gonna do something by myself. So
And it's, like,
Coraline
borderline
works.
scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
borderline scary.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't freak out my friends.
No, that'd be cool. That's awesome.
Yep.
I can't say what I'm going to be yet.
Is it a surprise?
Yeah. Every year I'm the same thing.
Oh. Wait. So wouldn't people already know?
I mean, kind of. This year I'm doing a twist on it.
Oh, okay.
Twist.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna be. I might go with Spider-Man. Miles Morales.
Yeah.
You'd make a good Miles Morales.
Yeah.
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 That's kind of what I was thinking. I just got to get some Jordans.
That's Miles,
So-
your favorite Spider-Man?
Yes.
Spider-Man's Clara's favorite superhero.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, he's amazing.
And I think
top notch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good. But I'm a doctor every year.
Oh,
Just a plain Jane doctor.
you could be a COVID doctor this year.
That'd be so funny. But no, I'm gonna throw a twist on it this year, and I'll reveal it on the podcast week of Halloween. I'll wear that episode. Yeah. Some people like it. Some people might hate it. I'm excited for it because I'm actually doing something different,
Yeah.
but still being a doctor. People out there, if you guys can guess it, you might win a prize. Comment below, what do you think I'm going to be for Halloween this year? And yes, it is a doctor. Oh, that's going to be great. Well, I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode. I appreciate you both so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, let everyone know where they can listen to your guys' podcast at.
We're on Anchor and Spotify. Working on getting on other platforms, but more listens we get, the more platforms we get on. So, post episodes every Thursday morning. Yep. And we're also on Facebook and Instagram. If you have suggestions for us, please head over to our Facebook and let us know what we can watch. Yep.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Everyone listening and watching, please go subscribe, check them out, follow them, do all the cool social media stuff.
Blood Related, a horror movie podcast.
Check it out. Awesome. Well, that's going to wrap up today's episode. We are going to get out of here for the evening.
Please subscribe to our podcast.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.